If you're like me, you grew up playing Flash games on those old school computers. Today we're going to be ranking a selection of nostalgic Flash games. Starting off, we have none other than
Helicopter, helicopter.
This game is basic, simple, intense, and has some of the worst hitboxes I have seen in any video game. The downside of this game was that it wasn't alt-tab friendly. Once you're in a run, you're committed. I'll rate the helicopter game a C. Next, we got one for the art students and the creative mind. Those who like to push each artistic bone and brain cell to the limit. Line Rider. This game is fun as hell. Even if all you do is draw a line going down with a simple ramp at the end, something about this makes you feel like Van Gogh or Picasso. Look what I managed to create. Marvelous. Can someone explain how the guy on the sled managed to keep going through my ramp? Anyway, Line Rider, you get a B. Now listen closely. If this music doesn't trigger something inside your body, then I'm sorry. You're either deaf or miss an important lore-building segment of your upbringing. It's Age of War, baby. I got so carried away recording footage for this game, I actually managed to beat it. It stole my heart again. The premises of this game for you uncultured individuals who didn't grow up with this game is that you spend money on troops that walk across the arena to slap the NPC's troops. Exhilarating, right? As you kill, you get more money. With money, you buy more troops. You get XP for killing. With the XP, you can use it to level up your base to the next age. Each age progresses like life. We started with clubs as cavemen, and eventually work our way out to muskets, to assault rifles, and then the space age. You also get turrets for your base. That is OP as fuck and mandatory. For the music alone, I think everyone can agree, an A. You hear that? We'll talk about Bloons Tower Defense, baby. Now this is gonna be a controversial take. Bloons Tower Defense 1 is ass. Hot garbage. You get no money. The inflation on these towers are insane. 400 bucks for a tower? You get no money for popping these balloons. Listen, I hear all you monkey buccaneers in the background. Bloons Tower Defense 6 is an S tier game, I agree. I've done my fair share of popping. However, this pile of ass is tragic. But it's where it all began. And for that alone, I'll give it a C. Now this is my review, okay? And next is my favorite browser game ever made. Boxhead Zombie Wars. This shit is the bomb. However, I did run into an issue. It doesn't work. There's probably some solution to this, but that alone was too much effort. Here's some gameplay I found online. You play this little box guy and have guns you pick up, you can place walls and explosive barrels. You just survive, okay? And occasionally there is a scary devil huge zombie that shoots fire at you and it hurts. There was even a 2-player version you could play with your friend, and this was amazing. Even though it doesn't work, it's our first S tier, baby. Now if you grew up in the early 2000s watching PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, even Tobuscus, then this game is engraved into your skull. None other than Happy Wheels. You pick between an assortment of characters. Black guy on a lawnmower, businessman on a Segway, a father and his kid on a bike, the list goes on and on. The gore, the level design, everything about this game is just amazing. For it being free on the browser and the fact that it's community driven levels for endless content, incredible. S tier. Next, we got this little cute penguin in Learn to Fly. Your objective is to prove evolution wrong and make this little guy fly. The game is alt-tab friendly, which is a plus, grindable, and just charming. As you progress and gain more and more upgrades based on the distance you traveled, you buy this little guy stuff like a glider or a rocket to attach to the glider. That allows the penguin to fly even further. It's a fun game, it's a chill game, A tier, baby. Now for the final game of the video, no other game deserves this slot than Swords and Sandals. You start by customizing your character and stats. This affects how you play the entire game. You wake up in a prison cell and forced to fight to the death. Once victorious, this is where the real juice flows. You got shock keepers, items, magic powers, weapons. This game has depth. For a browser game, what more can you ask for? Multiple ways to play, offering replayability for days. This is my guy. I called him that guy because he is that guy. It started rough. With my starting money, I spent it all on an axe. He lost over and over, struggling financially and mentally. However, once he got a win under his belt, he started to climb. Strength is what that guy is all about. More into strength, even more into strength. We eventually qualified to enter the arena tournament and started off hot, taking down every opponent that challenged us, until we ran into John the Butcher, the arena champion. We got smoked. Anyways, S tier. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Comment below some Flash games you guys used to play. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and if you're interested in more of my content, you can click these 2 videos here. Peace.